Okay, we're back. Second day in a row. Are you ready for this?
I am not at all. Not even prepared whatsoever.
I don't think our guest needs much of an introduction tonight. It's Chelsea of Project FEAR, previously known as Destination Fear. So let's bring her on. Let's get this party started. I'm super happy to have her on tonight, so let's bring her on. Click. There you are. Miss Chelsea is on with us.
Hello. Thank you guys for having me.
I'm super excited to have you, and I'm so glad that you accepted the invite.
Of course. Of course.
So, for people who don't know who you are, as if people don't know who you are, give us a little quick bio of yourself.
Sure. So, my name is Chelsea Laden, and I was on the TV show Destination Fear, which aired for about 4 seasons, and that was on the Travel Channel. And we recently got canceled, which obviously sounds terrible, and it was for a couple days, but now we have found this newfound mission and chapter called Project FEAR, which was solely founded by the community, and I'm really excited to be part of this new chapter. So, yeah.
So what
Yes,
got
I gotta
you?
say, I followed closely on that Kickstarter, and it just amazed me.
Oh,
I can't say I'm surprised,
No, I'm not surprised.
but it just amazed me.
it's wild to just, the community keeps surprising us like every step of the way. We are continuously blown away. I think we like set these goals that are, pretty big goals, and they just keep getting blown out of the water. And we are so grateful for that. For sure.
I know when Kickstarter popped up, I was refreshing every couple of minutes and just watching the numbers go up and up. I'm like, yes, this is what the Fear family is about.
I think the best part about that is when, we were on a network, we were never guaranteed 2 seasons in a row. It was always like, do we even get another season? And if we do get one, how many episodes will we get? Like our last season of Destination Fear was only 8 episodes.
Yeah.
And, we went, every year we kept getting more and more and more. And we're like, this is great. This is like, we're moving in the right direction. And then when this whole merger happened and, the uncertainty of what was going to happen with the paranormal genre.
Yeah.
It was just like, we never, honestly, you have this feeling when you're on a network, you just never feel like you're necessarily like, you're never a shoo-in, it's never like,
you never know what's
sure
going to happen.
Yeah, it's one of those things that this gave us for the very first time the ability to know that we'll be filming for a long time.
Yeah, definitely. So what got
you know as well as I do that the paranormal field has its peaks and valleys. And it goes from being like the hottest thing in the network to no one's watching to, and it keeps going up and down.
Yeah. And I think too, like there's so many moving parts with a network too, right? Like who gets the Travel Channel package?
Yeah.
How many people have it in their bundle? Is it even offered in their bundle? So like some people may have the channel one year, pay for that same package, not have it the next year. It's like, it's so like uncertain, and
you never know.
At least with this new YouTube, it's like I know everyone can get it that has a computer, has internet access. It's much more tangible to the public. And I think that that's what we're so excited about is we get to reach a whole new audience with the amazing backing and community that we already had this whole time. So we're excited.
Definitely. So what got you into the paranormal? Like, I know you guys grew up in a haunted house. Did that kind of start your fascination with the paranormal? And then how did it all come about?
Sure. So, I'm sure some people have heard this story before, but I think it's like so cool to reflect on and go back. So for those of you who don't know, this whole show or this whole series is 4 people: myself, my brother, and my 2 best friends, Tanner and Alex. So my brother's Dakota, and my 2 best friends, Tanner and Alex, that we've known each other our whole life. So it's one of those things where we basically are all siblings, whether it's blood related or not, we are. And one of the things that we really connected on and that we were fascinated by was the paranormal. And it started from our own house. And our house, we built the home. So we didn't buy a house, like an already built home. We built this home, my family did. And the grounds, my dad was warned not to build there, or he was like, it was with caution, like, make sure you know what you're getting into. And my dad kind of brushed it off. It's like, yeah, no, this is, my dream property. This is where I want to live. And we didn't really think much of it, but over time, like everyone in the house started experiencing things. And it wasn't just one person. It was like everybody, but totally different things. And
wow.
So Alex, my next door neighbor, who's on the show, he would come over, Tanner would come over, and we'd set up cameras. And it was like your basic bare bones ghost hunting, right? Like camera, flashlight, review footage, that's it. But it was something that we all like really, really bonded over. And as life went on, we all went different directions. I went to college, Tanner went to college, Alex went to college, different states. Dakota was still into filmmaking. It was the one thing that like kept us, we were like a friendship forged in fear. Like we literally say that all the time. It's the one thing that really kept us coming back together. And then we filmed the documentary Trail to Terror,
Yes.
Which was their passion project. They put, like all their money they had, and even friends and family chipped in to support that. And then that turned into Destination Fear, which then now is Project Fear.
Someone asked, how does Connor fit into the team?
Very good question. So Connor is somebody who's been there for a very long time too. He actually lives in the same hometown as us. We've childhood friends as well. And Connor was one of the editors for Destination Fear, but he was never shown on camera. So he's been there the whole time, not with us necessarily in person or at the locations, but he's been behind the scenes making this machine happen. And now you get to kind of see all the faces of everyone now. Connor has been there for a long time, but he is so awesome. He has been featured in some of Dakota, Tanner, and Alex's YouTube films that have nothing to do with paranormal. But I've known him for a very long time, and it's, really cool that he gets to be part of this as well.
Yeah. Well, I met Dakota and Tanner and Connor
now I have
in 2012.
to ask you that.
Russ, what? Now he's muted.
So Chelsea, I have to ask you this. So
yes.
The episode of Sweet Springs, you said that scarred everybody.
Yeah.
The first episode that came out for Project Fear, which by the way was a great episode. Is there anywhere you've done in the 4 seasons of Destination Fear that scarred you or scared you more than Sweet Springs did?
Ooh, I honestly think that there's something about Sweet Springs that will forever pierce this it scared me so bad, kind of like a similar feeling as Randolph County Infirmary did when I heard that voice. I don't know if you guys saw that episode, but it was this old woman, I called it a grandma because I was so scared. That's just what I ended up saying what it was.
Kitchen.
But there's those moments where you're just like, oh my gosh, that was the scariest moment I've ever experienced. And I think Sweet Springs and Randolph County had that effect on me where I it's next level. But as far as this season goes, it's really hard to. It's funny because we filmed so much, it's just become one big blur for me. It's all I think of is all these screaming and scary moments, and we have all these new devices now, so it's it's a big blur, but I know like every location was like very impactful. And for the very first time, one of us actually had to explore a whole location by themselves.
Ooh.
And let's just say that I was really scared, so it probably was me.
And let me guess, it's probably Alex's location after you put him through at
After
the
your
last
payback
one.
for
Yeah.
Yep.
Being
It
annoyed.
might just be like yeah, exactly. I had it coming, basically. It's a little bit of karma.
Yep.
Yep. I had a feeling.
I was watching that episode, and the minute you said Alex, I was like, oh God, here we go.
Here we go. Here we go. Alicia, I want to know, how do you manage all of this paranormal filming while working your eye doctor job?
So life is really, really busy. I know Russ and I were kind of talking about this earlier, but my life is so busy, but I honestly cannot say that it's a negative thing. I'm so blessed that I get to do so many different things. And I'm at the point in my life right now where I can do that. But it mostly happens because of the people around me, not necessarily because of anything that I'm doing, but you know, the employees that I have, they keep the business running. You know, my fiance who keeps he's putting in more doctor hours when I'm gone. We have the guys on Project FEAR who are, you know, navigating their schedule to, you know, suit me. And it's one of those things where it's so many more people, and it's not me doing all the work. It's a lot of moving parts, and I have really good teammates.
Absolutely. And
because
your staff is amazing.
Oh,
you're in Minnesota.
Shout out.
You're in Minnesota, and the guys are out in Vegas, right?
Correct.
Okay.
They are out in Vegas. They live together, and I live in Minnesota, back in my home state.
Yep.
There you go.
Absolutely. So for someone who's just starting out in the paranormal field or getting like their feet in the water, what is one piece of advice you would give someone just starting off in the paranormal?
Honestly, I would say if I could give one piece of advice, it would be to trust your gut. We all have this feeling, this gut instinct when, you know, things are, you know, whether we should do something or whether we shouldn't. And I always say just follow that, because sometimes you know more than you think you do.
Yeah, absolutely. Trust your intuition.
Yes.
Well, that's like I always say, you are your own best piece of equipment.
It's true. It's
Absolutely.
so true. Very true.
So what is the Fear Club for people who don't know?
Sure. So the Fear Club is something that's incredibly new. It is something we weren't able to do when we had a TV show, and this allows us to have our own platform where we can post additional content, behind the scene footage. We do giveaways, first access to merch. We also get to do podcasts now, which is kind of fun. We have already dropped some of those. And it's honestly the first place where we really started just posting things about our lives that you don't really get on regular Instagram and Facebook and things like that. Like it's just kind of a place where there's all these different platforms now. You have Facebook, Instagram, Threads now. It's so many things that it really allows us to hone in and really just be with the community that surrounds Project FEAR. And that's what we think is important. So we're super excited. Obviously, YouTube is still where we're providing the main shows and things like that in the episodes. But this just gives us the opportunity to produce more content and with our own platform.
Absolutely. And it's really a great platform because I'd go in there daily and just see what you guys post.
and the guys are so funny.
Yeah.
Well, now that we've had you on, well, you have to convince the boys to come on.
So we have a rule. We don't try to if someone asks us, we don't tell each other, because it happens so often that we like try to not interfere with everyone else's life. So like we have this like friendship rule where like we don't do that, and it's not because we don't want to, it's just that we want to respect each other's time, and like if they get reached out to, then they can decide and things like that.
I'll talk to them at Michigan. That's fine.
Yeah,
I guess Jenny has a new goal now.
So Nick from Shadowhunters asked, did you ever think you would be doing this in life, having a TV show or a YouTube channel?
To be honest with you, just the last 5 years of my life, I never like could have even dreamed of any of this. Like it's still surreal, like every day that we like things keep evolving, and it seriously, the short answer is no, I never would have imagined it, but I'm so thankful that this is where we're heading, and this is where we ended up. We always, as a group, we always talk about how we believe that like YouTube is that's where we were supposed to end up all along.
Yeah,
you know, the guys started in YouTube. We got put on, we had the opportunity to go on to a network, which actually helped us substantially. We are so grateful for those years, by the way. I know that it's easy to just focus on the cancellation, but that being on that, on Travel Channel really gave us the foundation, and the people that we have met through the show and things like that. Like we would never have taken back that time for anything. But I think that at the end of the day, YouTube is, you know, where we belong and
absolutely,
where we want to be.
I think so. So what is
That's the thing. You got to take the negatives from the positives.
Yes, exactly. Oh, the Chelsea bracelet. So this was a little collab I did with a company, a great company. I think it's called
Maximalas.
What is it?
Maximalas.
Yes. The owner is just so amazing. Her and I actually like talked about making this bracelet, and you know, a lot of like thought and heart went into it. I told her what I want it to stand for, just like facing your fears and things like that. And the color scheme goes without saying. Like I love black, white, and gray. It's just like those are my favorite colors. So she designed that, and I absolutely love it. And I actually have it myself. It's upstairs.
Yeah, I have one or two in my house somewhere. So, you know, I have to support you guys somehow. So.
Now is that hematite in there as well?
Yes.
I believe so. I'm not positive. It's been a while since we talked about it's almost been like a year now or close.
Yeah, because I think it debuted at Michigan or shortly after.
That's when we kind of started the
It looks like it's hematite, clear quartz, black tourmaline, smoky quartz, and maybe snow quartz.
To be honest, I like the colors, so I couldn't tell you.
You're like, I just
trusted her in the making it. I just told her what I wanted as far as colors.
Yeah. Or is that obsidian?
Probably obsidian too. Knowing Jessica Maximalas, she put as many stones as possible in. Jamie wants to know.
So Chelsea, we have one more question in here that I have two very important questions for you.
Sure.
Sorry, Jenny. So we
got
one more question for you. Then I got two important questions for you.
Oh, geez.
So Jamie Lynn asks, how do you keep yourself so grounded and humble while others let fame get to their heads?
To be honest with you, like we wouldn't be able to do this without the community. It's not necessarily anything that we did. We're not like the most talented ghost hunters out there. We know that. We know we're far from that. And I think just the reality of it is what just grounds us is, you know, we have an opportunity, and that opportunity is ignited and fostered by the support of the community. And that's pretty much, you know, and we're also all really close friends. And I think if anyone got a big head or started moving in that direction, they would get like body slammed or something.
Body slammed or something, yeah. So how do you protect yourselves on investigations? I know Tanner wears a cross. I think Alex wears a cross. But how do
Yeah,
you?
I mean, we're all people of prayer. I think our biggest protection does come from our faith, and that's, got us this far, and that will continue to be a big part of our lives.
Absolutely. I think that's like
One of the
you
big
said in
things.
the
One of the
episode
big
of
things
Sweet
I always say
Sanatorium
is,
in Sweet Springs Sanatorium, you and Alex thought maybe because you guys were praying when you were on Destination Fear there, maybe that's why you guys were targeted the most. It's because they didn't like
That Sweet Springs was the first place where I like broke down in prayer, like walking out of the building. I was just so like, obviously when you're that scared, like you have your go-to like safety nets, and mine is definitely my faith at the end of the day, and it shows.
Oh yeah,
when that's my go-to.
Okay, Russ, ask your question.
well, like I say, I have a preface to this. Going back to the protection, I always say it's the protection only goes as far as what you believe in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, that's something too you can't see, so it really is. Yeah, it's based off faith for sure.
Absolutely. I know someone had.
If you don't put your faith in something, it's not going to protect you.
True.
All right.
Carly wanted to ask real quick.
So,
do you see yourself working with any
what
mediums?
we have here is.
Sorry, what was that, Russ?
Oh, can you guys hear me?
I can. Yep.
Okay.
No. Jenny asked you a question.
Do you guys
do you see
yourself
working with any mediums in the future?
So honestly, we are open to working with different types of people in the paranormal. That's one of the cool things about this new chapter is we have already done some collabs, and so it's been really cool to like have other people be put in our shoes. I actually feel really bad for people who have to do what we do at times, because it's, you get like the highlight reel of a condensed night, but
yeah,
to stay, it's like you can like see the pain in their eyes when they are like walking out of the building the next morning, like with no sleep. And I'm just like, oh, I remember when I felt like that.
That's paranormal people should understand that. No sleep.
I know, but it's just like, oof. Some people, like, they don't stay the whole night, like, and they probably do it more of in a healthy way. But it does get super tough. Like, even growing up, I wasn't the girl who stayed up all night on sleepovers. Like, I still needed sleep. So the older I get, it's not getting any easier.
Absolutely, I get that. Okay, Ross, ask her your favorite question. Oh, no, he's not going to ask.
You know what questions are coming.
Yep. You know it. Let's do it.
No, I'm going to. You know what questions are coming.
Yep.
Oh,
I don't.
Just wait.
My internet keeps cutting in and out for some reason, but I don't know. If you can assemble a team of 5 paranormal investigators plus yourself, living or dead, fact or fictional,
cannot be Dakota, cannot
who would
be
it be?
Alex, cannot be Tanner.
Okay, well, first, like, and foremost, like, Scooby-Doo's coming with me. Like, that's number one. That gets, like, number one spot for me. That would be so rad to have Scooby-Doo. Me and Scooby would be like this.
Oh, yeah.
Now, are you bringing the entire team, or are you just bringing Scooby?
Just Scooby. Just Scooby.
Okay.
Just Scooby. I'm going to fill the other slots with other people, or who knows where my mind's going to go with this one. I would probably want to bring someone from the Ghostbusters. Like, I would want to collab with, like, all the OGs.
Oh, that would be fun.
I think Amy Bruni would be fun. I got to have another female girl sidekick.
Yes, absolutely.
And then how many do I have? 2 left?
Yep.
I probably want to bring like a comedian, and we need some like comedic relief.
Ooh. Which one?
I don't know.
I think
like I
Fox,
said, living or dead.
Jeff Foxworthy would be fun.
I don't know. Somebody funny. I need someone funny. You guys can decide who that would be, and I would trust your judgment. And then the last one
would it be like Bert Kreischer or Kevin Hart? I think Kevin Hart would be pretty funny on an investigation.
Well, that would be
hilarious. Oh my gosh, that would be funny. Yeah, that would be a great one. I like that. This team is really coming together here. I'd probably bring someone from Ghost Hunters too, because they're like the OGs.
Oh, yeah.
So definitely. Whether it's Jason or Sherry, somebody, Steve, Tango, any of those, whoever would want to come with me, I would bring one of them.
They would all want to come with you.
All right. So the next question I have for you is, if you had 5 bucket list locations, all expenses paid, you can go anywhere in the world.
Ooh, 5 bucket list locations. Okay, so I definitely, number one, I would go to Europe and go to, like, I'd go castle hopping. I've said it before, but like I would go to like many castles in like overseas for sure. That would be like probably that would be at least 1 or 2 of them.
We'll block that into one.
And then
that's one.
No, we'll block. Yep.
I would also like to go to, I think it's called, is it called like Hart Island or something? Like, no one can go to it anymore.
Pavilion.
What's the one where they like they buried a bunch of bodies on the island?
It's not the Dollar Island, is it?
No.
It's. I think it has the word heart in it or something, or like
I'll have to go research on that.
I'm gonna have to do some research now.
I don't remember what it was called. Oh, what was it called?
Hearts Island. Carly Burton said it's Hearts Island.
I think it is.
It's a U.S. island.
Some kind of haunted island. I think it's called that. I could totally be wrong. Yeah. And then I'd want to go to the prison. Oh my gosh, I'm brain farting right now. The Alcatraz. That's number 3. And then
I've been there.
No way.
I haven't done an investigation, but I've been there.
Oh my gosh. That sounds crazy.
On my birthday for a midnight cruise.
Oh.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That is awesome. I'd also want to go to Eastern State Penitentiary, but I think they have like rules where they have to like bring someone with you, and it would just ruin the whole like what we do.
Well,
they guide you the entire time.
Yeah. I wish they didn't. I wish they'd let us. Like we obviously have been to so many locations. We're not gonna graffiti. We're not gonna we'll sign a waiver if we get hurt. It's our fault.
Well, funny story about Eastern State. I was up there 2021 just on a day tour. My phone literally, I was holding my phone like this, trying to take pictures. My hand was kicked back or pushed back, and my phone went flying.
Ooh, that's scary.
And my screen shattered. I'm like, and done. I'm leaving.
Oh my gosh, that sounds terrifying.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, that's where I would.
Yeah.
Those are the locations. If you guys could go to one, where would you guys go? If you could pick one, what's your top?
Leap Castle.
Mama, I have a
I would honestly do the Catacombs of France.
Wow, that's a cool one. That is a cool one.
I would do Leap Castle in Ireland.
Yeah, Ireland's cool. Ireland's pretty cool if you ever get the opportunity.
Yeah, let's Castle a good pick.
Definitely. So, what can people expect on Friday's episode? Give us a little teaser.
Okay, well, someone's definitely going in the body cooler. So that's going to happen.
I hope it's Dakota.
Honestly, Alex has already had a rough night.
Yeah.
Tanner got incredibly, had a really difficult night the first episode. So I think the options are limited. So you do the math on that one.
Dakota.
Maybe.
Finish.
And it's just so fascinating. I think the first time we went there, we were so hyper focused on one part of the hospital that this time we really made it an effort to really explore and understand more parts of the building. And that's the part that I was most excited about.
Absolutely. I love Project FEAR. It's been such an amazing journey so far, watching you guys and talking to you during my appointments of being my eye doctor and stuff. It's really been fun. So I want to thank you for coming on.
Thank you guys for having me.
And I will see you in a couple, next month at Michigan.
Awesome.
Anytime between that either. So I hope you all, you have a great night. Where can people find you on social media? Give everyone where to find you.
Sure. Mine's pretty easy. It's just at Chelsea Laden. Pretty much everything is just, I got lucky. There's not a lot of Chelsea Ladens out there.
Yeah.
So I got to have my name. I also want to make an effort. I saw to give someone a shout out. I think the name was Alicia Michelle.
Yeah, hold on.
Alicia Michelle McFadden.
Yeah. Had to shout you out. I saw that. I've been holding on to that.
So, yes. Well, everyone go watch Project FEAR on Friday. If you haven't watched the previous episodes, go to YouTube, look it up, watch the 3 previous episodes, and join the fun, join the family.
Thank you guys for supporting us.
Of course.
We could not do this without the support. We are fueled by everybody, and we know that, and we appreciate that. So thank you, everyone, and thank you so much for having me on today.
Like they always say, it's the FEAR fam.
Yes, FEAR fam.
Yeah. So thank you again, Chelsea.
Yes.
We'll definitely see you next month in Michigan. Otherwise, have a great night.
Perfect. Bye, you guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. So you guys, that was Chelsea of Project FEAR. I hope you all enjoyed the episode. I know it was quick. I know it was short, but we got her on and we talked paranormal with her. So
what could we do? I mean, we're honored to have her on, and it was a great show. Learned some good insights on it, and we can't wait to collab with her more in the future.
Yep. Next week we're off. We return on the 23rd with Rich Valdez of Legions of Exorcists. If you guys near Gettysburg this weekend, come and see me and Russ and everyone else. We'll be there causing chaos wherever we go. So
Thursday through Sunday, ready to go. I'm speaking on Sunday at 11 a.m., not 11 p.m.
Wow, that was a late talk there, Russ.
Well, I mean, hey, once you get the drinks flowing a little bit, we never know if we're going to have a TED Talk or not.
Oh, boy.
But, yes, guys, everybody, thank you so much for coming out for this special episode of Unturned Pages. We appreciate everybody that follows us and supports us and our amazing guests that come on. We have some big surprises coming up for you soon. So
absolutely
stay tuned and definitely keep an eye out.
Yep. And if you come to Gettysburg, you might see Pennywise trying to kill me. I don't know what's going to happen. Russ keeps saying Pennywise is going to come and scare me. So it'll be funny, I guess, when it happens. We'll see.
Exactly.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. I'm not held responsible for any of my reactions this weekend. So let's just say that. Y'all have a great night, and we'll see you back next Sunday. Have a good night.
Take it easy, guys.
Let's go.